Let's see where the energy takes us today, shall we? I keep getting in my head something about action. It feels like this could be an action that you maybe need to take or are thinking about taking. Let's get into the cards and see what we're getting today. What do we have? Okay, we have Crown Games, right use of power, but this was in the reverse position. So the action I feel is somebody putting things right. This is about someone feeling like maybe they manipulated a situation or they didn't go about things in the right kind of way. Now, for some of you, it could be you, where you're sort of like, maybe I was a bit harsh there. Maybe I was a little bit too hard. And you kind of want to put something right. But I'm getting the sense that it's very difficult to put it right. Because it's almost like, well, you're thinking, well, how would that change things anyway? The damage has already been done. Or just this kind of, I can see somebody like going, oh, like, I don't know how to put this right. I don't know how to change this. So that could be you, or it could be somebody on your mind that is thinking about you. But it's definitely putting something back into right. Okay. Now I've got lost in space, needing direction in the reverse position again. So I feel like that action that I'm hearing there is someone is about to put things into alignment. Someone is about to sort of put things right. You're not lost in what direction to take anymore. It's almost like it's so obvious now what the direction needs to be and is. But the block is, but how do I put it right? Okay, so it's like the intentions there, you know what direction you're going in, but how do we put this right? Let's get into the runes first of all. So what is this that needs putting right at this time? Okay, this is to do with a situation that could involve commitment. So this could actually be to do with a relationship. It could be to do with someone maybe realising an issue with commitment that they have within themselves, or an inability to really hear their own higher self. But I feel like the higher self is now getting that message through. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking really robotic this morning. Like the words aren't coming very easily and I'm having to like overthink what the words are to bring them forward. It's very sort of, it's almost like someone doesn't want to say too much. Like they speak but don't want to say too much, don't want to let too much out. But with T-Words coming out here, this is about justice. This is about putting things right. Somebody wants to bring the truth because they've realised that that is the only way to make things right here. Isa. This rune came out today for a reading I did for the collective on a Facebook group that I do. Now, this is the energy of observation, of being in like a point where you are in the moment, you're present and you're observing what's going on. So for some of you, and this is the dynamic I'm getting, I feel like you're the one that is sort of like trying to think, how do I go about this? How do I change things? What do I do? And you're observing like how you go about this. But there's a beauty within this because I actually feel like it's not just this situation that this benefits. It benefits your whole life. So there's different areas of your life where you're going to be using this power, where you're going to be sort of going, right, okay, I want to put things right. That means I have to deal with things in the moment, in the present moment, not sit on them, wait on them, and then react to something later on. So this is you kind of getting that balance back, putting things right. For some of you though, I feel like there is someone that you kind of want to put things right with. That wants to put things right with you. So it's like two different collectives. You're going to have to figure out which side you're on. So you can flip it if you need to. But again, it comes down to that commitment. So if you're the person that is kind of waiting for somebody else to put things right with you, I'm getting this incredible feeling of like, you can't sort of wait on that. Stop waiting on it. Just commit to the things that you need to do, you know, and if this is meant to come out, then it will. It does feel like it will come out. Yeah. And I just literally saw, I keep seeing 8s on here, which to me is strength card, which is courage. You know, having the power and the strength to do something. So it's going to take some courage. It's going to take some resilience as well, because the fear with this is of putting things back into balance. If someone had a power over somebody else in this situation, okay? Someone has a power over somebody else, but they've kind of reflected on that now. They're observing themselves around that and feeling like maybe that wasn't the right thing to do. But now I've said it, or now I've done it, I don't know how to change it. But Uruz is showing up as something that is steady, stable, something that is not going to go away. This feeling doesn't go away. This situation doesn't ever leave either your head or this person's head, okay? It doesn't go away, because it's almost like you're being guided by your higher self of like, you have to put this right, because you are constantly thinking about it. And the more you think about it, but don't do anything about it, the more you're putting yourself into Isa, into this freeze mode. But the freeze mode sits you in the present moment. It makes you observe yourself. It makes you sit there and think. And I feel like now in Uruz, you are in this space of like, okay, this could be really hard, this could be really tough, but I've got to do it. I've got to put this right. So let's get into the tarot cards and just see what you're putting right here. How is it going to go? How are things going to go? And again, like I say, it might not be you that's putting this right. It might be somebody coming towards you to put something right, but it's in the energy. So flip it as to what you need. Okay, it's a very, very good thing. It feels like a very good thing. This is, I want to say, collaboration. Like, this is working together. I mean, this is a 10 of Pentacles, so that usually has like a legacy to it. It's almost like this is a long lasting effect. Very family orientated as well. So I feel like this could be to do with a family member. This could be to do with somebody in your family, or someone that feels like family. I'm getting the words like feels like home. Now, either one of you or both of you have been talking about this. So you may have been talking about each other to other people to figure out this situation. So like I say, this could be to do with a parent, it could be to do with a sibling, it could be to do with a lover. There's lots of different collectives here, so take what resonates with you. But this is definitely a person, I would say, that you are very fond of, that you have a lot of respect for, but there's some kind of illusion around it. There's some kind of illusion around them, or some information maybe that you were sold that actually turned out not to be right. But I feel like you might have spoken something or said something, or some argument happened, that words were spoken, that's kind of caused some disrepair in this relationship. Now, I feel like it's you that's been in a lot of observational energy, a lot of like just thinking about what you need, how you want to move forward. You don't want to think, like, you don't want to feel like there's something in between you and this person. So you're stepping out of the introspection now, and it's more going into, okay, I'm stepping outside of myself now and bringing this situation out into the open. So you might be talking to people close to you about, how do I go about this? And I feel like they are concerned for you, or they do want to help you with that. And again, that could be other family members. You could all be in the family together. But they are sort of like, you know, supporting you in this because they can see how much you want to do this. It's actually giving you the opportunity to see things from a different perspective. It's giving you the opportunity to see the people in your life, how they respond, how they react. And I actually feel like there's a part of you that is proud of how somebody has handled the way that you have been, or the other way around. Someone is proud of you for the way that you've handled how they've been. So it's kind of like, I feel like this is you actually, like you've really shown yourself your power, your ability to go, okay, I'm not going to allow my ego and my pride to stop me here from making things better in my life. Yeah, and we have the World in the reverse position. So it's clear to me that this situation is unresolved. There is more to this. It's incomplete and it needs completing. But it feels like it's going to take that, bringing some truth forward, being humble with this and being in the moment. Justice is on the bottom there as well. Drop me a DM if you want to book